Okay, so in the last session, triggers we started and we discussed about triggers, what is what, okay, and finally, statement level and row level triggers, okay, what is row level and what is statement level that we discuss, okay, now? Right. And the next one is text ID, bind variables, bind variables. Okay, right. So what is this bind variables and how these bind variables we are using in our triggers? Okay, now, right. So bind variables, basically it was just like your normal variables. So normal variables, how we can, okay, we are using, for example, the previously we discussed X integer type, yes or no? So Y, it's a varchar data type, yes or no? So how you declared your variables? Okay, generally tell me the variables why we want to declare in our programs. What is the purpose of to declaration of variables? Storing some values. So if I want to store some value into X comma Y, okay, so definitely we need to declare one variable, and into this variable we will be save our data. Okay, now, so this is what now the two how we can general variables these are. Okay, general variables how we declared in the program to save or to store some values, same as in database. That means in triggers. In triggers, what it was happen whenever you want to insert, update, and delete, especially in DML triggers, there's three operations when we perform, and those inserting values, updating values, and deleting values. So these values are, if I want to save into somewhere, and those values we called as what now? Bind variables we called. Okay. So while inserting time, insertion values I want to store. While updating time, updating values I want to store. While deleting time, deleting values I want to store. So whenever user perform DML operations, those DML operations through whatever the values we are inserted, those values we will save under bind variables. Okay, now? So that means what you want to say here, bind variables, variables are just like, just like, uh, just like normal variables, just like, or just like variables. Okay, uh, just like variables which are used to store values while inserting, comma, updating, and deleting data from a table. Okay. So deleting data from a table. And these are two types, guys. Okay. In this first one, we called as colon new bind variable. Here, colon is a symbol which representing binding symbol. Okay. This is a binding symbol and should be used that bind symbol whenever you want to Okay, give it your variable name, and new is my variable name, and this is what we called a binding symbol. So this is what we called bind variables. We called this is one variable, and another one is called as here colon old. It is another variable. Okay, now so there are two types of bind variables here. One is new and one is old. Okay, so this new bind variable, okay, what that means, when the values will be stored means that, okay, so this variable, this bind variable, this bind variable will store will store values, okay, when we insert data into a table. So this is what, and the syntax of this. What is my syntax of binding variable dot and which column value you need to save, that column name should be give it. Okay, right. And the next one is called as old. We called, so old bind variable. So this variable, when and what kind of information will be saved means, okay, so this bind variable will store values when we delete data from a table. Okay, and what is the syntax to use these bind variables? We are observed. So colon old dot column name. Okay, now so these are two variables, but yeah, remember these two variables. Okay, when you want to use means, okay, these bind variables are used in row level triggers only. So yesterday we discussed statement level and row level, and it will be using under row level triggers. It's statement level triggers, it will not possible. Huh. Okay, right. So these are complete information about your what we can say, the triggers, and complete theory. We discuss what is what. Okay, right down. Okay, right. And later, the previously we discussed the purpose of your triggers. Let me see. Okay, one by one examples we will see now. Okay, to rising to rise alerts along with the security. So how this how we can rise your alerts by using of okay uh, triggers objects. Now you can see. So on this example, now I'm giving here. So we are taking one example. Okay, example to rise alerts along with security. So in this case, now you can see, come to your database now. So now connect with your user ID and password. Okay, set your page size, set your lines. Okay, and common properties these are. Okay, right. So now here observe. First of all, I'm creating one trigger. So create or replace. Okay, trigger. And this trigger, okay, trigger name is TR. Okay, one if I'm creating. So you can use after or before any event you can use, and insert on so and so table. And the last time which table we created? Test one now. Otherwise, I just go for. So will you create one table? So first I'm creating one table, create table test, and employee ID, employee name, varchar, and some salary. Okay, and see I'm insert now because I don't, that means on this table there is no any trigger, so I can insert some values here. Okay, so 1021 the Smith and 25,000. Okay, so successfully inserted. There is no restriction on this table. So now the table can be called. Okay, now what I want to do on this table, now I'm going to perform some, okay, I want to apply some trigger, and how to give my trigger on this table means if any user he try to insert some data into this table, immediately I want to fire or I want to raise some alert. Okay, now if anybody, okay, they perform insert operation to inserting the data on this table, then immediately I want to raise a alert message. That's I'm saying that in real time what happened when you somebody your account somebody is accessing. So somebody is going to enter your username and password. He will try to log in into your account, but immediately what it was happen, your banking people sending one message to you. Okay, what is the message? Somebody is accessing your account. Okay, if you are not, then contact to bank manager. Okay, that's kind of alerts are we are getting into mobiles. Same as here also. If anybody they try to inserting data, that means they perform insert operation on this test table, then immediately I want to raise a alert message. Okay, now so now we can see that requirement I want to do it now. So create or replace trigger TR1. Okay, here after or before you can use which operation I want to raise insert operation. When user inserting, so at the time you need to raise your message on which table? Test table. And I'm using begin statement. So here directly I'm passing dbms underscore output dot put underscore line of. So what you want to say? Someone 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 inserting, okay, inserting row into into your table. Someone inserting a row into your table. Okay, now your table. So what I want to say, please check it. Please check it. Okay, now, so this is one message I'm going to rise on my application. And after that, I just end to execute. TR1 already existing. So drop trigger. Okay, right. So my trigger is created. So here my requirement is what now? If anybody they perform insert operation on test table, then immediately my trigger will be fired, and in the trigger body, whatever the message was written by programmer, that message will be rise. What is the message? Someone inserting a row into your table, please check. Okay, na? So some message I was given. So now it was happening or not, we can see. I'm testing now. Test. Okay, sending values. Values 1022. The employee name Jones. Salary 32,000. So that means what I want to do actually, I want to restrict this data. Okay, if anybody try to perform that insert operation, I want to restrict this with some alerts. But now we can see if I'm going to execute it, what it was happen, you can see one row is created. That means data successfully inserted, but your message will be displayed. Okay, so that means how it will be? It will be someone or somebody, they enter into your account and they transfer your money, but you will get a message. Got it my point now? Someone already log in, enter into your account, your amount also transferred. So then the message will come to you. Someone is accessing your account, please check it. So now tell me, in this example or in this, you have a security? No. And already someone accessing my account, then if I send this message to customer, is there any useful? No. So that means here, message is alert. That means alert was we raised. But are you giving any security? No, because your data successfully inserted. See, very secured. Your money already transferred. So your login is success. Okay, some unauthorized person, unknown person, they log into my account and they transferred my amount. So this is done already. But I got a message, bank sending message to me, someone is accessing your account. So what is the use of to send that message to customer? Is there any useful? No. That means how I want to raise my alerts? With a security manner. Understand now? But here security not there. Message is alerting. That means it was alert. But operation is performed. So there is a no useful here. So that's what we want to do. How we want to give a security, sir, means that, yes, to overcome this problem, then what we want to use, can you remember in your exception handling? In exception handling, one method is there, rise underscore application underscore error. Anybody remember? That method, what it is? What purpose that method we are using? It rising exception, but not handling. Yes or no? So that we already discussed. So that statement I said there, rise underscore application underscore error statement is very, very important role will play under triggers. I said at the time. Did you remember now? Now we can see how I want to give a security to my table. Okay. Now see, same as, okay, insert or test, begin. And now in place of this, what I'm using in place of this, okay, I am using what? Rise underscore application underscore error of your number minus 2478 comma message. So whenever I'm using this rise underscore application underscore error statement, what it was happened, the statement will be rising your exception, but not handled. So then what it was happened, you can see. Then finally, I just make it end to execute now. So when I'm using this along with rise application, let me come out and try. Insert into test, sending values. Okay, now 1023. The name is Adams and the salary was 45,000. Okay, so somebody trying to insert some data on my table. Then what it was happening, you can see to execute this one, it was showing error. And what is the error here? Can you see the error number? What I was given? Minus 20,478, minus 20,478. Someone inserting a row into your table, please check. And below what it was saying, error during execution of the trigger. So that means this operation is performed or not performed? Not performed. That means unauthorized unknown person, he was logging in my account? No, he was not logging in my account. So he tried, but he cannot log in. And immediately when unknown person, they're trying to access my account, then immediately that message I'm sending to customer. So customer will get a message and this guy will not enter into my account. So now you have a secured. Yes. So now you have a secured. Okay. Previously what happened? Security is not there. We are alerting message. We are sending message to customer, but your amount is transferred. Unknown person login into your account, transferring his money, our money. Yes or no? So that is no security here. But here you can see, I try same thing, but it was not allowed, showing error message. And see, 1023 is allowed or not allowed, you can see. Data is allowed? No. So that means restrictions are happening. Yes or no? Yes. This is how to raise alerts along with secured. Along with security. Right now. And same here, observe. This is what now? On which command? Insert command. This is. Okay, now wait, don't write observe. This is on insert command. Okay, now. But sir, if I want to perform update operation now. Okay, then what we want to do means, here nothing was there, just change your operation name. Everything same, but in place of insert, what I'm doing? Update, just operations are changed. And same as you can go, here I want to say some number. Okay, some number I will change. And someone, what do you want to do? Someone updating a row into your table. Please check it. Please check it. Okay, now here which command I created? So my trigger on which command? Update command. And now we can see. Come back here. This is present my table. I have 2 rows. Okay. Now I'm going to create my trigger. After doing trigger, then update. Update which table? Test set. Salary is equals to 45,000, where EID is equals to 1021. So here also somebody they try to update my table data. And with 1021 already 25,000 is there, that I'm changing as 45. Let me see what happened. So here also not allowed, and saying that someone updating a row into your table, Please check it. So again, when you come back to see your data in your table, then data is updated. Huh? No, this is, okay, what we can go updation. For example, you want to take, sir, I want to create my trigger on which command? Delete command. So here also very easy. Okay, instead of update, what I want to use? Delete. And here some number, I will change it here. Okay, someone deleting a row. Okay, someone deleting a row from your table. Please check it. Okay, now, so this is a delete operation. And now we can come back here and see your delete command is also okay, done. And now if you try to delete from test, and where EID is equals to 1022. When I'm sending EID is equals to 1022, if I try to delete now, but here also your restriction and your alert message will be displayed. Someone deleting a row and error during execution of the trigger. So this is a way you can, raise your alerts along with your security manner. But here three individually we perform. DML, this is a DML operation. This is a DML operation. This is also DML operation. These are called a DML triggers. Okay, now, right. But you're asking question, why, sir? Why should I want to go individually? Can I create one trigger on DML operations? Yes, of course. You will be creator. That is also. Okay. Instead of doing this all, you can create only one trigger. Okay. On one trigger, DML operation. At this moment, how we can write means, so here you can write insert or update or delete. That's over. And now someone here I want to take. Okay, someone performing DML operations, okay, on your table. On your table, please check it. Okay, now. So here, how many operations at a time I'm going to check it out? 3 operations. This is called a DML triggers we called. And now I just go to take here. Okay. Now I'm going to execute this one. So trigger is successfully done. And anything you can try now. Insert into test, sending values 1023. The name was Adams. Salary was 18,000. If I try this, what it was happen? Someone performing DML operations on your table, please check it. And this new data is inserted or not inserted, you can see in your table. So inserted or no. So now you cannot insert, cannot update, cannot delete. If you do this, okay, unauthorized persons, if immediately, that means they will try to do these 3 operations, immediately message is going to customer. Okay, and customer can understand that, okay, somebody accessing my account. So I want to inform to bank manager. Okay, na? So this is what now, how to alerts and how to raise your alerts. Now take first this single example you can take. So only one, okay, one program you can take here on insert command, and remaining it will be in the running notes. Okay. And after taking one single operation, okay, then directly go for all DML operations, how to do. Okay, then after you can directly take this one. So 3 at a time you can restrict. Okay, right. So, but in these examples, can you see I'm using any conditions here? Are you written any logic? No, there is no logic, nothing. Just a rise underscore application underscore error. The statement only I'm using, but I'm not writing any conditions, any logics here. Okay, now? And now, this is one case. And another case, what I said, the purpose of trigger, okay, to control or restricted DML or DDL operations. And how I can restrict it and control means by using of business logical conditions. Okay, now we can see on these two operations, I will show you how. Now take your example to to restrict DML operations, restrict DML operations with the business logical conditions. With business logical conditions. Okay. The restrictions, DML operations with business logical conditions. Okay. Now in this, take first example here. Okay. So write down below. Create a trigger to restrict DML operations, restrict DML operations on a table, on a table, on every, okay, Wednesday, on every Wednesday. So now here, observe. My restriction is what now here? I want to create my trigger object to restricted DML operations on particular table on every Wednesday. Okay, now every Wednesday I need to restrict my DML operations. It means that Sunday performed, Monday performed, Tuesday performed, but Wednesday not allowed. Thursday allowed, Friday allowed, Saturday allowed. Okay, na? So that means in the week 7 days, except Wednesday, remaining all days, DML operations are allowed. But Wednesday, not allowed. Understand now? This is my condition. Okay. Then on this condition, how we can write? Let me come out and see. So now this is my present table. On this table, which trigger was there? TR1. So suppose the trigger I'm going to drop. For your understanding purpose, I'm dropping. I'm dropping trigger on TR1 trigger. I'm dropping means now tell me on test table, do you have any restriction? No, there is no triggers on test table. Nothing was there. So it is a one new table again. There is no triggers on this table. Okay. And today, what is the date today? 23/11/2022 as per my system. So 23 means today is a which day? Today is which day? Where is day was today is which day here? Wednesday. So now see here. Today, Wednesday. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to writing my logic. What is the logic? Create or replace trigger TR day. Okay. And here after or before, whatever you want to use, you can use, nothing problem. So insert or update or delete. On which table? Test table. And I'm using begin. Under begin, I'm writing one logic. What is my condition here? If to_char. Anybody remembers this function? To_char. In SQL language, we discuss or not? Okay. To_char of, here I'm giving sysdate. Sysdate means system data, comma, my interval dy. It's a day interval dy. Dy means what it was written? First 3 characters of day spelling. Okay. Is equals to, what is my Wednesday first 3 characters? WED. Okay, na? So if as per your system data, suppose today is a Wednesday, then immediately I want to restrict now application _ error. And here I'm passing some number. And what we can say? Simply not allowed. Okay, right. And after that, end if. Can you remember this is simple if? Yes or no? Simple if is having only true condition. There is no false block. It's having only true block. That means your to underscore char, this function or this condition, when it was true, then only the statement will be executed. If it is a false, then nothing will happen, because simple if is having only true block. Okay, fine. Then after I just end to execute now. So my trigger successfully created. That's fine. Now what I want to do, any operation, either insert or update or delete, any operation you can perform. But whenever you perform these operations as per your condition Wednesday, immediately restricted. Okay, let me try. In my table present, how many rows? 2 rows. Now I'm inserting. Insert into test, sending values 1023, okay, ln, and 36,000 I'm sending. So user is performing insert operation on test table. Immediately on test table, you created trigger. The trigger will be activated. Activated and come to trigger body. In trigger body, whatever the logic you return, that logic will be check. What is the logic? To underscore char of sysdate, comma, dy is equals to Wednesday. Immediately what happens? Sysdate. Sysdate means it will go to system date. What is the system date? 23rd. So that means here it will take. Here it will take what now? System date. System date, how much here? 23rd. Okay. And what I'm asking, dy. 23rd is which day? Is which day? Wednesday. Okay, now in Wednesday, what is the first 3 characters? WED. So now what it was happen? It means this entire the function returns what it was returns? Wednesday. And Wednesday is equals to Wednesday. Condition true or false? True. Condition true. Condition true means what it was happen? Immediately enter into true block statement. Then true block statement, whatever you return, that will be printed on the screen. Okay, now let me see it was happening or not. What's happened? Are you allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. What is number? 20587. 20587. Not allowed. Not allowed. Error during execution of the trigger. MyDB 9 a.m. What is my trigger name? TRD. So you cannot. Even though if you try update test, set sal is equals to 11,000, where EID is equals to 1021. So update command allowed? Not allowed. Okay. Even though you can try delete command, where EID is equals to 1002, even though not allowed. So why it is not allowed? Because of reason. Today is which day? Wednesday. That's why it is not allowed. And now we can come out and see Wednesday. Okay, fine. Now we can see your table. The table is any modifications? No. So you cannot perform your operations on Wednesday. And this Wednesday is a present. Suppose, sir, can I change it now? This is just your concept understanding purpose I'm showing, but in real time, you can't change your date and time. Okay, now the date and time can be changed only administrators, not you. Okay. So now, for example, I will change. I will go for November, October. October, which day is it? Wednesday here. October, Wednesday, 5 Wednesday na? Okay, I will take 5. October 5. Okay, fine. Change. Come to my system. What is the system date? October 5. 5 also Wednesday. But October is a past tense or present tense? Past tense. Already over. But still I'm testing what it was happening. You can see. Still, I'm testing now. See, I'm testing now. Allowed? Not allowed. So, past tense, Wednesday, not allowed. Present tense, Wednesday, not allowed. Future tense, we will check. The future tense, what is the future tense? For example, December 7. December 7, what? Wednesday. Okay. So I'm changing year 7, December. But December is a, okay, future, yes or no? It's a future. Future, but it is also Wednesday. Let me come out and see. Your DML operations are performed, not. So that means now tell me, trigger conditions are temporary conditions are lifelong conditions are lifelong conditions. Once you return some logic under trigger body, it was lifelong. So past tense, present tense, future also not allowed. Lifelong condition this is. Understand now? So okay, Wednesday not allowed, that was confirmed. Now my date I will change. For example, 23 na 24th November. My date present to 24 November. 24 November means, can you come out your program? Okay. Now what it was happen, you can see this entire function will returns 24. 24 means which day? Thursday returns. Thursday is equals to Wednesday. Condition true or false? False. False means this statement is executed or not executed? Not executed. Trigger is not firing. Then operation is allowed. Now see, operation is allowed or not? Operation is allowed. Allowed. Successfully, we deleted our row. Which day I deleted this row? Thursday deleted. Wednesday, not possible. Okay, this kind of restrictions we can go to give it. Right down below. Okay, right. This is day-wise restrictions. And next one you can take. Create a trigger to restrict DML operations on a table in between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. In between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So this is particular time period we restricted here. Okay. And what it was asking to us, I want to restrict my DML operations on so and so table in between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Understand now? So before 9, I can perform. From 9 onwards, I cannot perform. Up to how much restriction? Up to 5 p.m. restriction. 5 after, I can perform. So 5 o'clock, when it is crossed, that means 5 o'clock, 1 minute. So 5 o'clock crossed, then DML operations are allowed. So that means my restriction exactly up to 5 only. After 5, it will allow. Understand now? So how we can write this logic? So now come down. Now, so I'm going to create or replace trigger T or time. Okay, so before or after, anyone you can use, insert or update or delete on the table what? Test table. So begin, and my condition, if 2 underscore care of sysdate comma, here I will take my time, okay, in which format means I'm taking 24 hours format. HH24. So sysdate means what now? Current date and time information. What is the time now? 10 o'clock. Okay. So now I want to return from my time. What I return? Hours. Hours which format? 24. Okay. So now I'm passing. Okay. Which operator? Between. So 9 o'clock. 9 and okay, 5 o'clock. 16. Then okay, so I'm going to rise here, rise underscore application underscore error. Okay, na? So some information I'm passing, and what I say, invalid time. Okay, na? Invalid time. And if end your trigger. So my trigger is created. And trigger is created, my restriction is between 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Okay. Up to 5 o'clock now. Okay, let me see what happened. So now here I created my trigger. Okay, right. Now come to change my time also. Suppose the time I'm taking here, date, okay. So whatever the date here, but date also I want to change because of reason. Today 23 or 24? 23, okay. 24 I selected because 23 day restriction is there. Yes or no? 24 means no restrictions. Okay. And time I will take 9 o'clock. Okay. What is my system time now? 9/7. 9 means in hours, 9 o'clock. Okay, na? So now what happened? 9 o'clock. This entire the function will be returned 9. Now tell me, 9 is comes between 9 to 16. Yes or no? Yes. The condition true. True means immediately application will rise. Okay. Let me try. insert into test, sending values of 1022 Jones, some amount of salary. So allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Okay, not allowed. And saying what? Invalid time. Okay. So now restriction is started. Up to where I said up to 5 p.m. So now, okay, time I'm changing now. Okay. This is date now. Time. Time. Okay, 16 I'm taking. 16 and 57 or 58 something. Okay. Now what is my time now? 4:57. 4:57. Okay. So 4:57. Okay, na? That means your function is written how much? How much written? 16. 16 na? 4:57 means 16. So 16 comes between 9 to 16. Yes or no? Condition true? Condition true na? Yes. Condition true. True means what happened? Rising your application. Okay. Let me come. Condition true, invalid time. Now, I change my time again. Now my time is 17:01. I changed here. Now tell me, your 5 o'clock crossed? Crossed means allowed? Allowed? Okay. So 5 o'clock crossed. 5 o'clock crossed means, now tell me, in your condition, this function written how much? 17. 24 hours na? 17 is comes between 9 to 16. No. Condition true or false? False means activated or not activated. Not activated means your DML operation is allowed or allowed. So that means up to 5 o'clock restrictions are there. Right down below. Okay, completed. So here, so many people confused. Yes or no? Why I'm taking 16? Why not 17? Okay. Because there is some reason is there. The logic is what now? Observe. 9 a.m. in 24 hours format also 9. Yes or no? There is no change. 9 o'clock when it is started, this is starting. When it was end, 9:59 end. This is comes under, okay, comes under 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock? 9 o'clock. Okay, na? Right. If I'm taking what up to exactly up to 5 crossed allowed. My restriction is up to 5 only. Suppose 5 p.m. means in your 24 hours format 17. That's correct. But if I'm using 17, what happened? 5 o'clock when it is started, when it is ended, 5:59 p.m. Now, if I'm giving 17, my restriction up to 6 o'clock. This is 5:59 means up to 6 o'clock. So this restriction is up to 6 o'clock. Got it my point now? That's why I'm not taking 17. My restriction is up to 5 o'clock. That means what I want to take? 4 p.m. 4 p.m. means what? 16. 4 o'clock when it is started? 4000 p.m. to 4:59. Yes or no? Exactly 5 or? Yes or no? Exactly 5 or not? Yes. Time also don't know here. Somebody saying no. Which call is here? Up to 5 o'clock. Understand na? Logic? This is the way why I'm taking. So that's why don't take a 17. 17, if you take your restrictions up to 6 o'clock. That's why take a 16 up to 5 o'clock. Write down below. That logic also write down because later you will confuse. Okay, so these are some business logical conditions we can write. And what next? The triggers can be used on for validating a. So next one is what now? Validating purpose also I can use triggers. Now write down some examples on that mechanism. Example 2 to validating data. And now example write down. create a trigger to control insert operation on a table if new salary is less than to 8,000. It less than to 8,000. Okay, so here when I want to control my insert operation means when I want to send salary which is less than to 8,000. Whenever you are sending like this, immediately your insert operation will be stopped. More than 8,000 if you send, allowed. So data verification here. Okay, now let me come. So present on my table. Okay, what is my table here? Test. Some information is there. Okay, now now I'm creating one trigger. Create or replace trigger. So create or replace trigger name TRIN. Before which operation? Insert on which table? Tester. But you're careful, observe data inserting. So whenever user inserting employee's ID, employee name, employee salary, then which column data I want to check? Salary column. So inserting value, first I want to store under one variable. After storing that inserted value in the variable, that value compare with your condition less than 8,000. So user inserting value, if it is less than to 8,000, not allowed. If it is greater than to 8,000, allowed. So that means this condition I have to verify. If I want to verify this condition means you are inserting salary value, I want to store in somewhere, first of all. So where I can store? Variables. Here, which variables are I using? Binding variables. Which bind variable I want to use for insertion purpose? New na, old na? New. Why new? Inserting new data, deleting old data. So that's why here what I want to use for each row. Why? Because colon new, colon old, these two bind variables are using under which level triggers? Row level triggers. Row level triggers compulsory what we should use? For each row. So for each row, then after begin. Okay, now condition. If colon new is a bind variable, which column data saving? Salary column. It was less than to how much? 8,000. If you are inserting salary less than to 8,000, then what I want to do? Rise application error. Rise application error of minus some. Okay, what I say? New salary not or should not be less than to how much? 8,000. This is one error message. And after end if and end close. So now I'm going to insert. Careful observe. This is my table. I'm inserting now. So insert into test, sending values of 1023. Employee name is what? 5,800. I'm inserting. Inserting means this is called a new data. So in the new insertion data, which column I'm holding? Salary. So salary column how much? 5,800 is storing under colon new bind variable memory. So that means in this variable memory, how much is there? 5,800 800. So 5,800 less than 8,000. True or false? True. Condition true. True means immediately rise up. Yes. Now we can see it was rising. New salary should not be less than to 8,000. Suppose if I'm sending here 12,000, then allowed or not allowed? Allowed. Because condition false. Right, Amlo? Hmm, hmm. Completed? Mm. So I will give one example. Can you try? Right now, create a trigger to control delete operation on a table. If we, if you try to delete, if you try to delete the employee Smith details. If you try to delete the employee Smith details from a table. Okay, so what is my question here? If user trying to delete the employee Smith details, immediately I need to control my delete operation. If other than Smith, if any other employee data deleted, then you can allow. So here my table also, in our table, is there any data here? Yes. If try to delete a Smith, not allowed. But try to delete Jones, allow. What? Allow. So other than Smith, remaining any person can delete it. So remaining people data I can delete it except Smith. Okay, now deleted. Deleted means which operator? Old operator. Understand now? Can you try now? Yes or no? Okay. So try it, guys, and tomorrow I will check. Okay. And tomorrow we will continue the next examples. Okay. And try that example and come out. Okay. And this Saturday is your last day. I already informed now. Yes. Okay, guys. Right, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. And online people have any doubts, stay there. No doubts, log out. Sarita, that Google Classroom you will be take from your admin. Okay. So I don't have any Google Class my side. So take from your administrator. Okay. All right. Online students having any queries? Have a query, send it. Otherwise, log out. అయిపోతుంది బ్యాచ్ రవి శనివారం ఈ శనివారం అందుకే ఇంకా స్లో చెప్తున్నా శనివారం వరకు లాక్కుని వెళ్ళమన్నారు సార్ అదే సార్ ఈ ఫోర్త్ తీసుకెళ్ళండి మన బ్యాచ్ Okay, guys, there is no doubts. Okay, then we will meet on tomorrow.
Recording stopped.